You ready?
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Greetings and welcome to the Computer Studies Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Stephen Elliot, the current department chair of the Computer Studies program here at Emmaus Bible College. And tonight I'm joined with two very special guests. I'm Stephen Elliot. I'm a recent graduate of Emmaus Bible College with a double major in Computer Information Systems and Biblical Studies. And
So I look at this camera while okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Stephen, and I'm a freshman here at Emmaus. I've taken a couple of computer classes as well, so Visual Basic with Mr. Manning and a Fundamentals. Just plan to be here for the 1 year and continue on at Michigan Tech, though now that I've met my future selves, apparently that plan's not going to happen.
yeah, spoilers.
He's not going to get that reference.
No, he's not going to get
What
that.
reference? I just started dating this girl, Danielle, and I guess since you guys are here, you guys kind of know what's going to happen. Any advice or?
Yeah, you're on your own. Good luck.
Again, spoilers. Actually, we're going to wipe both of your memories before we send you back to your proper time so that you guys don't mess up my past. So actually, yeah, I can just tell you, 10 years from now, you'll still think that Danielle's the coolest girl you've ever met.
Oh, works for me, but that doesn't really answer my question.
So anyway, I thought it would be kind of cool to get you guys together, me here, so that we could kind of talk about our experience with Emmaus, our experience with Computer Studies Department over the years from some different perspectives.
You do realize that that's essentially the same reason for all three of us.
True.
Nothing really changed.
Yeah, so let me rephrase instead. Why did you come to Emmaus, Stephen?
Okay. Well, I kind of decided to come to Emmaus for the 1 year Bible certificate for a few reasons. First, I had somebody who offered to pay for my first year here at Emmaus if, as long as I went to Emmaus, they'd pay for my first year of college. So that kind of got me thinking about it. My brother, he also came to Emmaus, and so he's still here as a youth ministry student, and he really enjoyed Emmaus, and since I saw that he really enjoyed it, I kind of wanted to try it out too. And I guess third and most important, I wanted to learn more about the Bible, about theology, and then hopefully deepen my relationship with Christ. So.
And then I'll ask you, why did you stay at Emmaus?
I had planned to stay for the 1 year Bible certificate and then continue my education at Michigan Tech in either physics or computer science. Astrophysics was really what I thought I was supposed to go into. You're still there. After coming to Emmaus, I found that I really enjoyed Emmaus. Loved the environment, loved the people that were there, had a really good time, loved the professors, the courses. And so I looked at the course catalog or the planner between Michigan Tech and Emmaus, and I was kind of noticing that if I stayed at Emmaus, I could pretty much take the same classes as far as computers were concerned as I was going to be taking at Michigan Tech. So I figured, why not just stay here? Since I liked Emmaus better, I didn't really want to switch schools, and content seemed a lot better.
But we do end up going to Michigan Tech for grad school, right?
Yeah, you keep thinking that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Tell the truth. Tell them the real reason.
Okay, fine. I applied and I wasn't accepted. I wasn't accepted because I didn't have enough math.
Bummer.
Essentially, Michigan Tech didn't like the computer information systems degree as opposed to computer science, which really boiled down to just a couple of high-level math classes, calculus 2, differential equations. And so they wanted me to do some extra time. So thank you for rubbing that in my face. That just happened. I was denied application there. And like my life goal of becoming an astronaut, my dreams of going to Michigan Tech have been crushed. So thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. On the bright side, because of that incident, when I became the department chair here at Emmaus, my first goal was to add the necessary mathematics that we could have so that we could have a computer science program. And so as a matter of fact, thanks to the efforts of several other people at Emmaus creating an applied math major, we were able to actually add the math classes that we need so that we now have a full computer science degree right alongside our computer information systems degree, which is pretty nice. Full computer science degree, 6 high-level math classes. It's a pretty good program.
Cool. Kind of wish I had had that when I was a student.
Wait, so what you're telling me is if I take some high-level math classes while I'm a student here now, then I could still get into...
Again, this is why we're wiping your memory.
Living in Houghton would have been pretty cool, especially with some of those houses that we looked at.
I like the way that things turned out. Stop messing with my past.
Okay, well then I'm going to throw this back at you. Why did you end up coming back to Emmaus as an instructor?
Good question. So, well, as you know, I had a few opportunities to teach while I was a student here at Emmaus, and I did really enjoy it. After working in the industry for a few years, I kind of missed the interpersonal aspect of Emmaus. And so, so in industry, I was doing software development.
Don't tell me we get stuck in software development.
Yeah, 2 words. Government lab.
Oh, that internship that I just applied for. Nice.
Anyways, so when the opportunity came up to teach here at Emmaus, I couldn't pass that up. So I applied, I interviewed, and they for some reason liked me. And so, I really like the idea of being able to be here to interact with the students, kind of invest in them. And it's been really good, but there have been a few things we have to sacrifice, like the WRX.
You don't have the WRX anymore? Bummer.
What's a WRX?
But moving on, let's talk real quick. Favorite classes at Emmaus?
Well, I've only had a few, but I think that Mr. Glock's survey of doctrine class that definitely really broadened my understanding of theology, what was just out there. And Mr. Manning's Visual Basic class. So I took VV in high school, so I was pretty well prepared for it. But it's been fun. It's been fun.
I definitely remember enjoying those classes a lot. I'd have to say, Mr. Sanchez, or rather, Dr. Sanchez, as he recently became. Or I guess for me, it's recent. Okay, sorry. Dr. Sanchez's applied theology course was definitely one of my top ones there. In the computer track, though, so computer security with Mark Woodhouse, definitely a good one. And then microcomputer hardware. I love hardware, and I'm sure you guys kind of feel the same way. Love computer hardware. Applied theology, though, man, that was a good class.
Wait, so you at least go to grad school, right? So what's your favorite course after Emmaus?
Ooh, that's harder. Well, I had an orbital mechanics class that was pretty cool. VLSI, definitely cool. Instructional methods helped a bit. Advanced networking, that was pretty neat. It's kind of hard to pick one.
What's VLSI?
Transistor level understanding of how a microprocessor works.
Oh yeah, I wrote a paper on that, all about like logic gates and stuff.
Yeah, no, your paper was terrible.
Bummer.
Anyway, don't worry. It will blow your socks off when you finally get to figure out how it all works. So anyway, back to Emmaus, though. That's what this is all about. What's the thing that you guys appreciated most about Emmaus?
Well, so far, girlfriends, or I guess girlfriend, pretty good plus. Winterfest just happened. That was pretty stinking amazing. It's probably the highlight of my year, actually. Winterfest was amazing. Other than dating Danielle. Wait, I've dug myself into a hole now. Love the Bible teaching. The professors here they really know their stuff. And Mr. Woodhouse.
Lifelong friend, by the way. Yeah.
The dorm life, interaction with other students. Not necessarily in that order, though. Those, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. I'd add that the depth of the courses that we took was definitely excellent. As you know, as you're about to find out, my job at the lab was pretty much secured by the content of one class from Mark Woodhouse. Mm-hmm. Just the stuff that we learned in that class, and then the stuff that I was doing that summer was lined up perfectly well, and it was I was well equipped to do a good job there.
Very cool. That's about how I remember it as well. Emmaus is one of those places where professors really invest in the lives of students, and that's something different. I've now been to 3 different schools, and it's not that the professors there just don't care about their students. They do. They're great professors, great people, but there's just a level of interaction that the Emmaus professor has with their students that you just don't get somewhere else. I've really enjoyed that, appreciated that about Emmaus.
Three schools?
You'll get there in a little bit, but essentially Emmaus, then I went somewhere for my master's and somewhere for my PhD.
Do we make it to doctor? No. Wait, but you introduced yourself as Miss.
Let's just say we're still working on it. So here's a question that should be interesting given our different times. What's your favorite operating system and the best computer to date?
I've pretty much given up on Vista at this point, so I'm going to have to say either XP or Ubuntu be my favorite. Both of which I have on my triple booted laptop. So I've got Vista, XP, Ubuntu. I don't know why, I'm rehashing that for you guys. You already know. But it's a Core 2 Duo laptop, so 2.4 gigahertz dual core processor. It's the fastest laptop in the world right now. 4 gigabytes of DDR2 memory, 256 megabyte NVIDIA graphics card, and it's got a 160 gig hard drive in it right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you poor soul. Ooh, when did we learn about virtual machines?
Yeah.
Triple booting a computer. My goodness. Well, so let's see. I'm rocking Windows 7 now, which is definitely my favorite. I mean, Vista, Windows 7 is everything Vista should have been. So Windows 7 is great. I've got a quad-core i7-920, which has hyper-threading, by the way. So that's 8 threads.
8 threads on a single machine?
6 gigs of DDR3 in triple channel, which is something new that the i7-920 came out with. I have 2 1 gig graphics cards in Crossfire. So I don't even know if you know about Crossfire, but yeah, I've got 2 1 gig graphics cards, about 2 terabytes of hard drives in various RAID levels. I've got virtual machines of XP, Vista, Ubuntu running on that system. So
wow, holy cow! And you have 2 gigs of graphics memory. I've got 4 gigs of system memory. You've got 2 gigs of graphics memory. That's awesome.
The funny thing is, you guys are both still using hard drives. You don't even know what solid state drives are yet, which is wonderful. I currently am running a machine with 16 hyper-threaded cores, so 32 threads total, 128 gigs of quad channel DDR4, which you guys have no concept of. I've got an 8 gigabyte graphics card, though my brother has an 11 gigabyte graphics card, and you just think I'm making stuff up at this point. I've got a 4K display, 3.5 gigabyte per second read-write speeds on my SSDs, and that's a system. Yeah, that's what we're running today, and Windows 10 is my favorite OS.
What's 4K?
4K is 3840 by 2160 screen resolution. So you're used to like 1680, 1050. Take 4 of those and then more pixels.
You're just making
and shove that
stuff
into a
up to
nice,
make us feel bad
really
at this
high
point.
resolution. So yeah, you're about to actually discover iFinity, which will be similar. But yeah, anyway.
What do you do with that?
Mostly just play Halo 1.
Really? Halo 1?
Yeah, it was a good game, It's a great game. I can run a lot of virtual machines and a thing called Star Citizen, which, let's see, you don't know about Crysis yet. It's like Crysis, but on steroids. Crazy high-level fidelity graphics.
Goodness, the future's going to be crazy, dude. The future's going to be
It
crazy.
definitely is going to be pretty crazy. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope that our audience has enjoyed this little get-together. Feel free to leave any questions you have for us in the comments below, and we'll try and make sure that the appropriate person answers the appropriate questions. This is 2008 me, 2010 me, and 2018 me. So feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments. Just one last thing. For you. So it's 2008 for you right now in March, and you've got some stock that I know about. So in June, sell it all. Sell it all in June, okay? In December, buy gold, all right? That's all I got to tell you. Hopefully you can remember that after the memory wipe. But so anyway,
Sure, you want to wipe my memory?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to wipe our memory after that one. So, also, kids.
Non-fan kids.
I know it's going to happen, but this is my smartphone from 3 years ago, and it has 8 cores in it. Tonight, I'm joined with 2 very special guests, and
Prepped me for all of my master's coursework, which I don't know yet because I haven't gotten to that part in my life yet.